On June 17, 1926, an amazing person was born in Portsmouth, Ohio, by the name of Joyce Juanita Everman. She was a twin to his sister Joy. Some of you know her by Joyce Umphrey, some by Midge Umphrey, some by Mimi, and some of us by Mom. Her parents' names were John and Ollie Everman. She had 10 brothers and sisters. June was the oldest. August was stillborn. Imogene, Maxine, Arita, who died at age 2, Douglas, Joyce and Joy, Gwendolyn, and Johnny. Like most families, Mom saw many good times along with the challenges of life. At age 9, she saw the Ohio River go over the flood wall and cover the roof of their 2-story home as they lost everything they had. She talks of how her dad and Mom worked to provide for the family in the little town of Portsmouth, Ohio. She will tell you about the people their family took in and cared for. Mom will always tell the good times with her brothers and sisters. A story I like is about her high school baseball days. She was pretty good. In fact, the high school boys were to travel to West Virginia to play, but were a player short, so they thought they would ask Mom. The problem was that polio was going around, and if you were under age 18, you could not leave the state. Not a problem, though. The coach put her in the trunk of the car and drove her across the state line. As time passed, Joyce and Joy joined their older sister June and June's husband Glenn in Kankakee, Illinois, where she attended Olivet Nazarene College for a while. While in Kankakee, she met Joseph Umphrey. They married on December 9, 1945. Life in Kankakee was not easy as they traveled over an hour, leaving at 3 in the afternoon to a plant where they worked on B-29 bombers during the war. Leaving at 3 in the afternoon, returning by 2 in the morning, 6 days a week. Dad would then work on the car to get it ready to go back the next day. Joyce and Joe had 3 of the cutest kids, Tim, Gary, and Kelly. This was the Umphrey family. Joe was a carpenter by trade and started his own business following his father's footsteps. Church was never an option, although Gary was a challenge at times to get to attend, but they were there and active. In 1956, Reverend Fred Gross asked Joyce if she would start a junior choir. Well, the rest is history. For over 50 years, Joyce was leading choirs. She has had more impact on young people over the past 50 years than anyone I have ever met. Today, many of them are in full-time ministry because of her influence. One of the choirs she started was a junior choir. Take a listen with me. The choir of the Bradley Evangelical United Brethren Church, Bradley, Illinois, was started in March 1956. Mrs. Joyce Umphrey was the director, and Mrs. Mary Graham was assistant director. There were 25 members of the choir in September of 1956, but by May 1964, the membership had grown to 52 boys and girls from the junior and intermediate classes of the Sunday school. The choir had appeared on Aunt Teresa's KYB Club, WMBI Chicago, Illinois, and Pacific Garden Mission there in Chicago, and a number of churches in central and northeastern Illinois also. During the Christmas holiday season, the choir rendered carols for the shut-ins and the patients at the local state hospitals. Each Sunday morning, the choir sings special numbers for the Sunday school. As kids grew older, Joyce soon began to direct 3 choirs, the junior choir, adult choir, and then the newly formed Soul Lifters. The Soul Lifters were comprised of high school kids, over 50 to be exact. Mom took the choir wherever they were invited to. They slept on floors, had car washes, raised money so they could travel to churches, and they met often to pray, and she really taught us faith. Listen a minute to the newly formed Soul Lifters. You ask us why we spend so many long hours of practice, give up other important activities, ride many tiring hours on a bus, sleep on church floors, participate as many as 4 services a day, have car washes in the hot sun, and hold garage sales in the cold and in the rain. Well, this is why. Being part of the choir has changed our lives in so many ways. It has given us the opportunity to witness through song. It has taught us to love even when it seemed hard. We have been taught what faith is and how much we really have to have. We are strengthened through prayer. No one will ever know how much the choir has meant to each one of us personally. We could never outlove the Lord, but we try. If through our witness and song we have brought even one person to Christ, it will be worth it all. Let's take a look at the love of her life. It's her family. There is no one like her. She has ministered to so many, taught us all so much, and pointed so many to Jesus. Mom, you've always had time for everyone, and to you, everyone is important. Thank you for loving us all. Thank you for being Jesus in a world who so desperately needs him. Thank you, Mom, and we love you, and happy birthday.